Welcome back again, guys. Typhus here, and last time we finished up with defeating the Overlord hunt, and now we're starting off about to hand in the Overlord hunt and hopefully getting something good out of this one. So Petitioner is up in here. It's he's listed as the Insecure Seek. He's apparently trying to impress his girlfriend by taking on a hard hunt. Alright, and please give us a black orb. And the sluice gate key. Right. In fairness, we did know that those were two things off the hunt, and I was rather hoping that there was an additional thing off the hunt. Well, we didn't really need the black orb, but the sluice gate key does mean that there is technically another check that we can do. However, the next lot of checks that I will do is taking on the antlion hunt in Bujaraba. Picking up the Site 11 key that will then spawn, or whatever the Site 11 key happens to be. Hoping that either of those two is something good. But, so we'll just go to Chernobyl here. Yeah, so hopefully those ones will be good. If the antlion doesn't yield anything, I can't go any deeper into the Lucio Mines, because I do not have the Site 11 key, and the other two marks are both post Site 11 key. So hopefully either I get Site 11 or I get the Wind Vein, which is the last piece that we need before we can get the system access key, which allows us the airship. And then we also know where the the passer allows us to bypass the Pharoses. Writ of Passage, that's it. But I will catch up with you guys just before the antlion. It's a little bit of a hike through Lucio and that, and it's pretty linear, so hard to get lost in the Lucio Mines. Until then, catch you later. Alright, so we're back in the Lucio Mines. This is where we fought the Rocktoise, which was that little Moogle's escaped pet. So we continue on here. The antlion is hidden further in. So we've got the wrought iron gate, got the Site 3 key, and now we can go through. The enemies here are a little bit higher level, but I can't see them being much of an issue. Pretty sure that Varn is capable of one-shotting everything in here. Now we know that there's no items in this particular zone, thanks to the mini-map, and the antlion is a couple of screens over, so he's a little bit of a hike for the harder enemies. Alright, so we've got one treasure in here somewhere. Again, not super keen, especially since this area is pretty dark, and hunting for rogue treasures can be a little bit of a pain. Now, for ease of navigation, I am going to be keeping that mini-map up. Lots of twisting and turning areas. Will definitely get lost if I don't have it up. Alright, so... petrify! Woo! Alright, stone. Varn did not get hit by that, so that's all good. Those bats are well and truly dead. So yes, this is definitely... oof. A lot of damage that. Definitely the point in the randomizer where you're well and truly geared up to take on the final boss, but you're just finding that one little thing you need to find before you can do so. Though it is still pretty impressive. Let's see, I've got a rise, haven't I? Only rise. Boo. It is still pretty impressive that I haven't found any of the other key items to get additional party members. Oh, come on. I will just whack on float, I think. Let's get that float up. See, I don't even need Hastiger anymore. Hastiger's redundant. I've got no ATV charge on attacks, so... I mean, I'd only be doing it for the occasional magic cast. Alright, bat. Yeah, not a single additional item for getting my other party members. And I've done a fair few hunts at this point in the game. I've certainly done all the easier ones, or the ones that are quicker to get at. Alright, have I gone and taken a different... gotten myself lost here. Hold up. Haha. I went the long way because I didn't notice that little section down the bottom there. Go connect to the new area of the old area, if that makes sense. Well, given that I've wiped out everything in this section, I'm just going to go hit fast forward, quickly get to that other area, and then proceed. I don't think I spotted that chest. This area is so dark, I don't particularly enjoy chest hunting in there, because it's kind of hard to see everything. Nope, don't want to go down there. Just want to go down here. And another bat. And Varn is somewhere. He seems to have lost. Yeah, up there you are. If somehow you do have your main party leader get miles and miles away from your companions, then your companions are actually they'll run extra fast to catch up. I think they get like a 1.5 or 1.25% times speed boost for catching up. Now this area technically counts towards both the left and right side of the span. So if you haven't gotten to this area and you've got a treasure listed for this section, it can be either on the left or the right side. So if you are coming through before you've gotten access to the Site 3 key, don't worry if you can't find anything on the right side. Even though it says there's a treasure chest, it might have spawned on this side. Alright, these guys do drop some nice loot though. I think they might be able to... they might actually be able to unlock some extra stuff. Yes, so once we've done the this hunt, well, what would we do next? I think it might be a good time to go take on Geravegan. So in Geravegan itself, now getting to Geravegan, there are 2 bosses that will count towards clan primer rewards. That's the Rafflesia that's in Feywood, the giant plant thingamajig that you may or may not remember. There's also the Dullahan, I think it is, the headless monster thing that is living in just before Geravegan, just after you get the crystal, but before you teleport. Before you actually go into Geravegan itself. I don't need to talk to Kate. So he's worth 1, and then there's also another mark that spawns in Feywood, which I'll have a shot at doing. That one might be a little tricksy, as it does put up a a physical null field when it's on critical HP and spams status ailments. It's a Marlboro. That's what Marlboros do, particularly the high tier ones. So that mark might pose a little bit of a problem, as I don't have any good mages. But we'll give that one a shot. Varn might be able to just bum rush it into oblivion, potentially with his damage output. I'll give that mark one shot. But there's at least 2 checks there, and there is an additional mark that lives in the early sections of Geravegan. However, that one does require... yeah, so I can do that mark. Then there's an additional boss that's in the early sections of Geravegan, which I have to do before I can do the mark. Anyway, right, and we're getting into the antlion area. These mantis creatures are considered antlions, or killer mantises. The antlion is there, I guess, mummy. Got no treasures in here again, which is nice. Alright. Now, playing casually, this mark can be a little tough if you're not prepared for it, because what makes it tough is that coming in here, we'll see a whole host of enemies. They're all fairly high leveled, but they're lower than level 65. And they have a tendency to gang up on you. But they're all weak to Erika, so you just Erika everything. And they will drive. Or you have someone who can deal out 20k damage in a single hit and who's berserked, and just sick them on them. And the Antlion is done and dusted with no fuss. And we get a little cutscene which shows, oh yep, unskippable one, where the kid explains that he's found his sister, but also happens to have, oops, dropped the key off the sky, and it's fallen down somewhere onto the world below. Now, if you're playing casually, and the sort of person who listens to all the NPC dialogue and talks to every NPC, you do actually get some clues in the Fon Coast as to where it might be. Because there is an NPC that mentions that they've fallen down out of the Sky City, and there's another one that mentions that they've had several people fall down from the Sky City of Geravegan, but somehow inexplicably no one ever seems to come to any harm, despite falling from God knows how high a height this thing is floating at. Well and truly several hundred meters up, so pretty lucky not to get any injuries. Alright, so we'll just head back to Geravegan proper, and I'll see you when I'm checking in with the quest petitioner. Alright, we're back at the residence, and now we can talk to the petitioner, say that the mantids, well, the Antlion is dealt with, and the kids are safe and sound. And presumably she's crying in tears of joy. And that is a trash tier set of rewards. Well, that was worth it. But I mean, if the dropped key is also good, then that'll also be worth it. Maybe. A set of fire arrows definitely does suck, though. Given that no one is using bows. As almost every single bow, aside from I think the Danusha that we picked up last time, has been pretty mediocre. Okay, so I need to head north. Whoops. So now I do have that little check, which I will do for the Site 11 key. Hopefully that one is going to be worth it. To get to that area, it's going to be a heck of a hike through the... I'll take the route through the Ceta uplands, and then head west from Ceta through the Fon Coast to get to there. It's going to just be a little bit of a hike of nothing much, not even any treasure hunting, so I will catch you in the hunter's camp on the Fon Coast. Alright, slight detour on the way to the Fon Coast. We still have one mark that's in the Ceta uplands here. This guy. You know, he is weather dependent, and you do need overcast but not raining. So I did have to zone a couple of times between the Corobri and the Ceta uplands to force the weather to be not sunny. But now we can take on this Drake. I don't think Varn's gonna have much of an issue with him. He does use level magic, so level 2 sleep. I don't know what level my guys are. Apparently they're divisible by 2. So, that's fine. Varn's back off to countering. And... oh yeah, that got that nice damage. And he's almost going to get it. Whilst Bashir just sleeps himself away. He does use Restore, so he does take a bit of HP back. But you can see a little HP down the bottom. And man, he gets his defense up when he's on low HP there. He does use Stone Breath as well, so... he is defensive. And yes, he does have Protect on him. Oh no. Oh dear. Varn got KO'd. And he's backing at it. And he is dead. Yeah. He drops rusted scrap of armor, which is, again, his default drop. So, clearly in the randomizer, something has changed that the drops from marks don't actually change. Because every single one that I've had has not changed. But that does mean that we can hand in that hunt. I just have to remember where the hunt petitioner is for that one. I'm pretty sure he lives in Arcades or Lower Arcades. But now I will actually see you at the Fawn Coast. Alright, we've made it to the Fawn Coast. The nice seaside village here. Let's see what we've got here. Well, good to know I can always get a dagger spare. And none of those are of any interest. It's not looking any interesting at all. Magics have no charge time. That's really good. That's not a good piece of armor though, because that's the bone helm. It means that you take damage from any sort of healing magic. So Curaga is going to damage you. But, you know, just in case I ever have to use that, that would be useful. NP0, and I already have one. Ethers and improve chance with magics, and none of those are looking. Oh, Darker, yes, please. That's a good offensive magic. Now let's see if we get anything good out of our loot cells. I don't know if we've got enough stuff to trigger another any more bizarre goods, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. From all the random stuff that I killed on the way here. Including the stuff in the hen mines. Not hen mines, the Lucio Mines. All that lovely festering fresh from the dollar hands. Dark stones. Man, okay, I did get a lot of things. Lots of pebbles from the various monographs that I've picked up. Hey, some bizarre goods. Alright, be good. That's a very overpriced antidote. 2.5k. Magic shards. A zodiac spear. Oh, hello. Now, let's see how rubbish your stats are, zodiac spear. Bash, can equip you. Holy crap. Wow. Oh, what a poor Zodiac Spear. You have suffered horrendously with that RNG. Wow, that's bad. But anyway, what we did come in here into the Fawn Coast for was to check out something over here. So if you talk to these NPCs, they mention that they happen to have fallen from Bugebra. And next to him, there's a little key, which is a firefly. That's an accessory. Well, that was disappointing. So, what would be the best? Yeah, so after this, I think that'll do for this episode. It might be a little bit of a shorter one with all the jump cuts and that everywhere. But next time, I will meet you at the southern end of the Golmore Jungle, near the entrance to the Feywood. And then take out Feywood, do the marks and such there. Very quickly double check on the clan primer for the hunts for, it was the worm that tolls. Not the worm that tolls, the hunt that I just did, which was this guy, Agnes. So he lives in Old Arcades. That's fine. Well, we can quickly do him. Got 9 teleport stones, gotta remember to restock at some point. We need to go to Soshin. That will be the best place. And then walk all the way to that section of the Old Arcades. And hopefully this guy will give us something good. We can hand in his quest. But yeah, still very impressive that have not managed to pick up any other items that allow us to recruit character members. There's the Sword of the Order, which would allow us to recruit whoever barshes. There is the Dawn Shard, which allows us to initiate the airship sequence, which would normally get us Ash. That one also requires the Brig Key, but we have the Brig Key. There's also the Crescent Stone, which allows us access to the Rabanasta Palace escape section, which would yield us whoever Fran and Balthier are. Out of all the items, that one would be the most valuable, as it's the highest chance to give us a female party members, because we still need 3 female party members if we have to defeat Orthos. Hopefully we don't have to defeat Orthos, because that is going to suck. Alright, so now where was the hunt? Whoops. Where was that hunt guy? Exactly where was he located? So, up here, there. He is... Okay, he's in that little section. So he is hiding up here. And see what have you got? Alright, so you're not actually a Volga. Adamant Vest. Okay, well, good to know. That was totally worth it. I wonder, maybe it's a broken, overpowered piece of equipment? XP 0. Yeah, no. Was that good MP on that? I mean, it is good MP, but no. Well, next time I see you guys, I'll be at the Golmore Jungle. Until next time, bye.